Okay, we're back at the show. Thank you for staying with us. We are here with Don Geisler, who is the designated broker of the Indy Realty Company. It was established January 1, 2022. How you doing, boss?
That's us. Feeling great. Very happy to be here. Excited. Life is good.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here. We didn't really have any specific direction that we were going to go today, but what's on your mind as far as the real estate market? Things have changed dramatically, wouldn't you say, in the last 4 weeks?
They have changed. So I guess the buzzword of the last 6 months is shift, right? So I try to avoid, I hate when I find myself saying those words that the talking heads are spitting out left and right, but it's different. So, I think that people need to be focused and have an understanding of what's going on in the market. I would say, at least it feels to me, for this moment, for this cycle, that pricing has peaked. We are starting to see in some areas a little bit of a decline in pricing. And so before anybody panics, it presents a lot of opportunities for everybody, because most sellers are still in that position where they have a great amount of equity,
yes,
that they can accomplish what they want to accomplish. But there's a little bit more time on the market. Buyers have a little bit more opportunity to shop a little bit.
Yeah.
And you always, and everybody knows me, I try very, very much not to be Pollyanna, but I am very glasses half full. And the excitement that we're feeling in the market from the buyers that have been felt locked out for the past 2 years plus,
yes,
is very, very tangible. So, it's always about set expectations with sellers, where things are going with prices, and just encourage everybody to be educated. We have to know what is going on in a neighborhood. The price that was out there 8 months ago is not going to be there any longer. And if you insist on just sitting there, you're just setting yourself up for a great deal of frustration and unhappiness. So I think just being on top of what exactly is the market doing, where exactly are you at, everybody can still absolutely achieve their goals. It's a very, very exciting time.
Yeah, Don, I was thinking about buyers now taking advantage of the market because of the way it is right now. But my thing is, and I've always tried to emphasize, is that it's okay to get into it now and understanding what's going on. And then it's not like when you get in, you get your lending and you get your pre-approval and you're looking at homes that you have to buy it at that time.
Right.
It's just that you get an understanding what's going on, what's in the market. You understand what your agent is doing for you. And you're getting this search from us that's telling you, hey, here's all the homes that are available. But once you get into the market, you seem more knowledgeable as the further you go forth than waiting for, hey, I need it in 40 days or in 45 days. I need to go find a house. That's tough. And so you said, I got 6 months. I have a lot of time and a lot of time on my hand. And if you have a good agent, like, I hate to pat us up in the back, like us,
Agreed.
then you can make things happen. But I think buyers need to know that this is the best time for them. So I think it's always the best time. It's just a matter of you have to understand the expectations.
It is. And there's always opportunity in every single market to achieve your goals. There really, really are. And, I really encourage everybody super strongly to interest rates, it drives the media cycle, right? Interest rates is a big thing, and good news does not sell, so everybody knows that the media cycle is driven by bad news. And so interest rates are, of course, on buyers' minds. Fear, uncertainty, interest rates are what is in consumers' ears right now. And so I think we just need to, again, get in touch with knowledgeable people and understand what is going on in the market. And there's just a lot that we can do. And for example, an interest rate, no matter, you could get an interest rate today, and actually interest rates haven't been bad. I've got one locked in right at 5% right now, which historically speaking is still really very, very, very good.
Absolutely.
But you're not locked into it. That's the thing about, nobody knows what the future holds, but odds are, and history says, that rates are going to continue to fluctuate. So you might, if you get into a 6 or 7% loan and you find the home of your dreams and you get in a year, you may be able to refinance out of that. The goal is, as soon as things move, you're able to make changes. So
John Spur always says you marry the house and date the rate. I love that.
I love it. Yeah, that's great.
So we've talked a little bit about the fact that as you said, the interest rates come up, they go down, they come up, they go down. Stock market, it's going up, it's coming down, it's going up, it's coming down. So if you look at your investment in the stock market, having taken possibly a big hit over the last number of months as interest rates have shifted people's thinking, one thing about buying a home, regardless of where your rate is, you have a roof over your head. At the end of the day, you have a roof over your head. And I think that you can come in and, look at refinancing down the road, people buying and selling. We used to say it takes 2 years really to recoup. So if you want to buy and sell, plan on being in the house 2 years. Do you feel that is, the last few years that's been off the table, right? Be in your house 2 months and then they start talking about selling. But do you think we're back to that point where someone should look at buying and holding for 2 years?
I don't exactly know about the 2-year price point, but I think it's a good rule of thumb. And I think it is so amazingly refreshing to hear you say it, right? Because when I keep saying there's opportunity in every market, sometimes there's opportunity to flip. I mean, there still is, but on a macro scale, like in this market, you're not going to move in and flip it real quick and make a giant profit and get out, on a macro scale.
Right.
But I think in this particular market, you have a great opportunity to buy a home. This market is the one that lends itself to buy a home. Find that home that is a roof over your head that you love and count on hanging on to it. But it used to be the rule of thumb, hey, with what you're going to pay to get in a house, your down payment, all this stuff, it's going to take you a couple of years to get back out, so you better be sure. So I think it's the right counsel to give people to say, buy this as a home and not maybe as an ATM during this cycle right now, And,
we had clients that were able to buy. No, they weren't flipping. They were just buying. And I think before they made their first payment, this was about a year ago, before they made their first payment, they got a job offer in another state and they said, can we sell? And I just said, no, you cannot sell. But after a year of having that home as a rental, they actually walked away with probably about a 10% nest egg on the home that they purchased. And I don't think that type of appreciation is what people can expect, but we have a lot of buyers who have maybe an unrealistic expectation of those huge gains in a short amount of time. So I do think people should look at that purchase as being like a 2-year.
And my thing is that if they had gotten to the market 2 months ago, they would have showed us fluctuation. They'd be like, wow, now it's time to buy it. But you already know that because you've been looking at homes, you've been looking at the market, you've been looking at things. You're in the industry, and then you're looking through. So if you don't do it now, 2 months from now, you're like, wow, I wish I'd gotten in then. Right. So my thing is, don't want to tell you, hey, 2 months from now, I wish I'd gotten in. So we try to get people to mind, get in now, understand what's going on. It'll help you 2 months from now if that's when you want to buy. Some people are buying before then.
Yeah.
There's another thing, too, that I think buyers need to think about, which is, are you buying an investment? Investment is risky. Are you buying a home? A home is what you make of it. So if you enjoy the home, you love the home, make it your home. Now or in 6 months, but make it your home.
I totally agree.
100%.
You're listening to Sandra and Ray and Danielle and Don on the I Am Real Estate Show on 10:30 a.m. The Voice. We'll be back with more information after the break.